Yeah, even in the rain, even when it's dirty, I still think my combo van looks pretty good. So yeah, combo mods time. Hello and welcome back to the Rust Locker channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing some combo mods. Now there's been a few little bits and pieces that I've filmed myself working on that never turned out to be enough for a whole video. So I've put a couple of bits together, or a couple of clips together to make a whole video out of it for you now. So the first thing in this video is a set of boomerangs for the center console of the combo. They're trim pieces and they're originally from Vauxhall Tigra, but with a little bit of modifications you can get them to fit to coursers and combos. So that's where we're going to be picking up from next, and I will see you down in my shed. So I've got these boomerangs for I think these are off a Tigra. These actually managed to get these for a really good price on eBay. One of my viewers, Dizzy, shout out to Dizzy, big ups to you. He notified me that there was a set on eBay going quite cheap, so I jumped on those, bought those. So once again, shout out Dizzy, well done, good spot. So yeah, I'm going to be fitting these to the van. 2 factory screw holes on these, and I only have 1 factory screw on the center console of the van, so I'm going to have to drill a new hole, which isn't a problem, just put a self-tapping screw through there. The only other issue is this little tab, locking tab piece here. Obviously I haven't got the appropriate hole in my center console for that, don't really need it anyway, so I'm going to cut this off, get rid of this, make that flush. Obviously being careful not to damage the other side, so I'll probably just cut that off across there with something or other. I'll have a look in a minute, and then I'm going to sand them down. I've already started sanding this one down. They're actually in quite good condition, only a few scuffs, but I'm going to paint them anyway, so sanding them down, and I'll just fix these little dents and things. So yeah, that's that really. Right, so here I am back with these boomerangs. Now I've given them a light sand, but I'm not going to paint them yet or make them look good. I'm going to make sure that they fit properly and screw in okay. So what I need to do is remove these 2 tabs. So the best technique I found is to get some sharp like wire cutters or snips. Smaller the better. Ideally the ones for plastic modelling, like for doing model tanks and stuff. Just going to attack this top bit, and then this lower piece I'm just going to nibble away at, because I don't want to stress the plastic in the vicinity and make myself more work. So you can see how easy it would be if I just clamped on there to actually break the plastic on the other side. So that's why I'm just really taking a few mil off at a time. Probably would help if I had sharper snips. And that there should be enough. You can go ahead and sand this down if you really want to, but I don't think that's going to interfere with the fitment now. If it does, then you just need to take a little bit more off. Don't use a knife, you're going to stab yourself. What I need to do is undo this screw here, which is a T20, Torx head 20, yes. So I need to undo that screw there. And then the boomerang will go like that. 1 screw in there and 1 screw in there. But as you can see, this this depth is a lot longer than the standard screws, so that's not going to be any good. That's not going to go all the way through, so you need new screws. I can't find the actual Tigra screws anywhere online, so what I did is I ordered some self-tapping screws that are about the right thread as the standard ones, so as you can see, not far off, and I ordered some long ones and some slightly shorter ones. I'll put links to these in the description. Just got these off of eBay. Not actually sure what that means, but I think these are 40mm long, number 10 gauge, I think. But anyway, so you need one of those. You could probably just use 2 of these long ones, but I use one of these for in there. And obviously these screws aren't Torx head, they're just normal Phillips head. Okay, I'm just going to button that up so that I can drill a hole through the centre console for this attachment. So that's why I've put this screw in first and got it sort of positioned exactly how it's going to be, so that's, it kind of holds it there in the right position. So then I'm just using a 3.5mm drill bit to drill through there. Now a 3.5mm drill bit would probably not be big enough for these screws if you were going to put them into metal, because it'd have to cut away too much metal. But because I'm using plastic, I want a smaller hole than I need, so that it's still going to give me plenty of plastic to bite onto with these screws. If I did a drill bit that was probably the right width for these, then it would be a bit too loose in the plastic. So 3.5mm drill bit for 10 gauge screws. So just going to line that up right there, right in the middle. Nice and easy like that. Then take my other screw, my slightly shorter one. As I said, you could probably use the longer one still in there, but I'm just a bit cautious of stabbing something all the way through there. Mind you, don't get any wires or anything. So I'm just going to use a smaller one and screw that up like that. I'm not going to, well, yeah, I could tighten it up. Tighten it up enough to cut into it. Okay, so tighten it up enough just to cut into it. I don't need to do this all the way up now that the hole's done, because I'm going to undo these so that I can paint the boomerangs. Right, so obviously I sanded them down earlier. I'm just going to give them a wipe down now with some grease remover, and then I can get to spray some primer. Okay, so I'm certainly no professional painter, so I just went and grabbed a grey plastic primer from the car shop. Okay, so the primer's dry. I did a test spray on this one, painted it white. Instantly regretted it. The finish just didn't look very good. Probably because the only white I had was whatever the hell this brand is, and I don't know, it came out pretty watery, so I'm laughing that off. I've still got some satin black here from another project, and there's plenty left in the can. I think black's going to be a lot more subtle, hardly noticeable in the dash that anything new's been done, but it certainly is the safest choice. So I'm going to go with this because obviously it's actually is a much better spray can, much better spray tip. One light coat. Yeah, that's gone on a lot better. Okay, so having painted the Boomerangs black, because I didn't like the white, I'm thinking they look a bit too subtle now. Just being in not quite the right match, but then also too subtle to be a blend, or too subtle to be a contrast, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to run with them because I've already painted them, and probably the amount of abuse that this area gets, I'll probably end up scratching the paint before long anyway, and then I can repaint them a different colour if I fancy it. So once again, big up to Dizzy for recommending these, or for finding these on eBay at a good price for me to pick up. And it does make an improvement to the interior, even though it's not the colour really that I think I should have gone for. What I might do if I paint them in the future is choose a contrast colour for in here and then paint those plus a few other bits all to match that contrast colour. Like, and obviously the screws are silver, which doesn't really help the look, but I don't know, someone might like it. But I can always go in with a little hand brush and paint these, or get little caps to clip onto those screws. But I think I'm just going to leave it, to be honest. I think it's alright. So I was just cleaning out the boot of the MX-5 and I found these. Ordered these a while ago, completely forgot about them. These are for the Vauxhall Combo van, and I'll show you what they're for. Basically you take these and you put them over your lug nuts. Just like that. Don't know if you can see too well on camera, but and the wheels are dirty as anything, but just gives you a nice little black cover for the ugly lug nut holes. So I stick them on. Seeing as I completely forgot about them, I'm going to do that job right now. There we go, I've cleaned it up a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Very, very subtle thing to do, to be honest, and a pain in the arse if you ever want to change your wheel, but does make it look a little bit neater, a little bit nicer. And seeing as it's absolutely pissing it down, I thought it might be only fitting to do one other little mod to the combo, and that is probably what I think is probably what I think is
Sure, it's only a glitch.
Which is what I think is probably the best mod you could do to your vehicle for 20 quid, and that is a set of Bosch Aero Twin window wipers. These things, I put these on the Civic last winter, and they're just amazing window wipers. If you've still got these crappy triangle ones, you're definitely missing a trick by not getting these. So let me just give you a quick example of just the sort of thing that these triangle ones do. So you hear that dunk, dunk, dunk. That dunk is just that rubber flexing from one side to the other. It's super annoying. The faster you go, obviously, the worse it gets. So that's why I've got myself another set of these for the combo van. I was that impressed with them when I put them on the Civic. So if you're going to put these on your combo, you need two different sizes. One is a 17 and one is a 19, just because for some reason the combo's got odd sized window wipers. So yep, I think the bigger one goes on the driver's side and the shorter one goes on the passenger side. They're super easy to fit. Let's crack on and get wet, I suppose. Okay, now I know I've shown these before on the channel when I did the Civic, but the way these work is you sort of push these little sides in here. This top bit lifts up, then your metal piece of your window wiper goes through that gap there, over there, and hooks underneath the bottom of it there. So I'll show you on the actual wiper. Not only do they look so much better, they're so much more quiet as well. Okay, so that's all I've got for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you'll give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you on the next one.